আপনারা দেখছেন एजीटी लाइव 24/7। आप देख रहे हैं एजीटी लाइव 24/7।
You are watching AGT Live 24/7.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, and it should be continued.
Provided Gemini to everyone for free. Now, again, why is it that they are giving it for free? Time will tell. I would think it's probably AI which is going to rule the world, and Google is trying to addict people to Gemini so that when you go to industry, you would look for Gemini to work with. Similarly, there are many other engines that are available for free and open source. Whether you want to edit a photograph, you want to write a letter, you want to write an application, you want to create your CV, anything and everything that you want to do, there is some AI tool to do that. And the young people sitting in this hall are smart enough and more smart than people of my age to use these tools and work on this. But then, to become a technology leader and rule the world to a certain extent and have terms in the world, we need much more than using a product. We need to create methods of using, create experts who are second to none in the world. And that's how we have started to work on it. India in this week started taking a big leap. In fact, this week we have a Education AI Summit in Delhi being held in Bharat Mandapam, which is one of the largest auditoriums. Next week or 2 weeks from now, about 15 to 20 days, we have a AI Summit which is coming. There is an AI education and that will be the AI Summit. And yesterday news was all hotels are full in Delhi for the AI Summits. So that's the power of AI and that's how everybody is taking it. I consider the young people in the back to be lucky that AI has come to your doorstep to help you to get skilled and get yourself armed with a tool for the next generation and which is going to stay for at least 10 to 20 years. Technology changes. Of course, from 10 years, technology will again start to change. But then, this is an opportunity to encash, harness, and work for your future, work for the country, and look towards and work towards Viksit Bharat, as our Honorable Prime Minister has been saying, and we have to become a leading nation, Viksit Bharat, by 2047, and if we don't use AI, we would be certainly left behind. Thank you all, welcome to the event, and happy learning. And
there's an app and there is a translation, and these are working with the community. So this is community-driven AI. You look at AI in healthcare, right? We look at images, scans, you look at MRI, and we look at spatial and temporal disease profiles. There's a lot that can be done, and again, studies have shown that even the most experienced doctor, you've had the doctor alone, AI alone, and AI plus doctor. AI plus doctor always seems to be better than this. There are many such possibilities. We've looked at AI coming in education, and I think looking at ways in which we can co-create the skill sets required for our graduates to fulfill their role and create and get jobs and create value additions. This is something which we are delighted to partner with NIT Agartala and the Tripura government. Increasingly, we need to be able to work with the employers and the future employers and the industry to define what are the skill sets required. Often in the past, we used to have curriculum, we teach what we know, and then the industry tries to see the product that we create and then tries to make that product. We also, of course, give an overall learning so that our ability is to, our goal is to get people to have problem solving skills. So they should be able to actually, but if we can work with industry and government to tailor make skill sets required so that the people who get that training fit in directly into the roles that are needed by society. I think this is something that we can aspire to. We can try to have a process of co creation. I'd like to say that in this we are a government organization, but we are also trying to be in many areas. We need to be quick and responsive, for which we have many Section 8 companies, and the Innovation Hub for Cobotics, IHFC, is one of them. IHFC is funded by the Department of Science and Technology and has the focus on creating it is called cobotics, collaborative robotics. So we are in the area of looking at the future robotics which interfaces with humans. We've been looking at medical cobotics. We've also been looking at AI, and IHFC is the group which is actually working for the creating the training programs on AI, on machine learning with the government of Tripura and the NIT. And of course, it will interface with IIT Delhi faculty. We at IIT Delhi are also fortunate to be the nodal agency for the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. And in the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, most of us in the technical education, in engineering, we focus more on large urban problems, we focus more on industry. And it is important for us to look at the problems and the solutions needed for the rural areas. So in the Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, we have a network of about 3,000 plus engineering and universities, and we are connected to about 17,000 villages. 73 villages in Tripura and 17 institutions in Tripura, with NIT Agartala being the regional college of regional institute for Tripura. So we think this is another mode, because one of the things which we need to see is we need to look at creation of jobs, employment and value addition in our rural areas. So I see this this beginning that we have with the state of Tripura, with the government of Tripura, as one of the ways in which we can fulfill our overall objective to see that we have excellence in education and research, and also see that that creates an impact in society. Because in IIT Delhi, one of our vision is to be the pride of all Indians. So we are really delighted, and we hope that this is a beginning of a long-term relationship with NIT Agartala and with the government of Tripura to add value and to see that not only Tripura has 95% plus literacy, but hopefully Tripura will also be leading in.
On the occasion of launch of Pmkvy 4.0 courses, in collaboration with IIT Delhi, NIT Agartala, Niit and other industry leaders like HCL, IBM. On the dais we have Director IIT Delhi, Professor Rangan Banerjee sir, Director NIT Agartala, Shri Patra sir, my colleague Shri Pradeep, all the faculty members, students of NIT Agartala, and the prospective trainees who will join the course. At the outset, I would like to thank IIT Delhi and NIT Agartala for having collaborated with the skill development department for these courses. You might have heard about Skill India program and Skill Mission in the past. So at some point of time, these terms used to be linked with some rudimentary skills for ITI graduates and other traditional learnings. But as we have completed about a decade of this program, now we have moved to much higher levels, and we are now talking about skilling our graduates and postgraduates in collaboration with industry and academia. So this is a supplement to the academic courses that you are having, and the focus areas or the trades that you have chosen. Because there are some mega forces which are now seen in the world, mainly the mega forces of automation, the action against the climate change, digitization, and changing labor markets. So these forces are driving the employability as well as the skilling programs across the world. And when you compare the demands of the industry and the delivery of academic institutions, certainly there are significant gaps, and it is here that we would like to come and chip in and work with academic institutions while you are in the colleges, so that whenever you come out of your courses, you will be more equipped to deal with the challenges. In last few years, we are already working with NIT Agartala in the startup ecosystem. We are working with you in the next generation innovation network, where some of your projects have been funded by the startup mission, and some of the startups of this institute are also registered with the state government, central government, and are being funded. So startup policy 2024 is launched, keeping in mind the potential of startups in the state of Tripura. I am happy to note that in last 1 year, so more than 350 startups have applied, and we have registered about 143, and we have started funding them. Now, to complement the startup, we would also
ये
like
न्यूज
to
कंटेंट देखने
give
के
opportunity to
लिए शुक्रिया।
enroll in the courses,
अगर आपका कोई सुझाव है
mainly
तो हमें कमेंट
about AI,
कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब
machine
कीजिए
learning and
एजीटी
the
लाइव
applications that we have.
24/7।
Thanks for watching
So last week we
HT
were having
Live
one
24/7.
regional conference of the State Institute of Technologies transformations. Like say Niit is there at the center. We have state transformation institutes in the states. So there was a presentation by McKinsey Global Institute that what are the high growth areas in next say 20 years. So they had indicated some areas where about 60% of the global value creation will happen in those areas. And I was going through that list, and none of it belongs to the traditional engineering or traditional economy. Some of the areas where AI, software and services, cloud services, electric vehicles, digital advertisement, semiconductors, cyber security, robotics, batteries, streaming and gaming. So these are the areas which will add about 65% of global value in the next 20 years. Of course, this list may not remain static. This may change, say, every 3-4 years. So I mean to say that we have to look beyond the traditional courses and acquire multiple skills when you are in your formidable years. So I am myself a graduate of mechanical engineering. I have worked in Tata Motors. I have worked in British Telecom. Then I joined in engineering services, and then I joined IS. I never knew during my engineering course that I will join such a service where engineering may not be at all of any use. But then, say, acquiring multiple skill helps. So in our country, there is a very high premium which is given to the early accelerators. Those who do very good in class 7, class 10, class 12, they are labeled as more successful, more intelligent. And those who are slow learners, they are not given that much importance. But then there was one report about, say, 35,000 high performers in the world, and that showed that people who were slow learners, those who acquired multiple skills, and they choose their area of perfection a little later than the average, they become highly successful. Okay, you take case of Roger Federer. He played all the ball games, including the football. Very late in his teens, he picked up tennis. And you all know that he was almost a perfect tennis player. That does not mean that he was playing tennis since his early age. So my point is that some of you may be thinking that no, my discipline is mechanical, my discipline is civil, my discipline is such and such, and why should I get enrolled in those courses? So acquire those skills which are at your doorstep. You may not be using them as a main domain knowledge, but you may be using in the future as a lateral resource. My daughter is in class 10. She's writing a ICSE board exam, and I am preparing for her exam for last 2 months. So I was thinking that I should take a leave in the month of March and February and March, and I should be with her. I should teach her something. Since last 1 month after her pre-boards, she is staying with me. She studies in Pune. In last 1 month, she did not allow me to enter her room. Teaching her, you just leave. She said, don't disturb me. Because she is working with so many AI tools, and she was showing me that in biology, what are the most asked questions in the ICSE board, including the sample papers. And for every subject and for every chapter, she has a keywords, and she has shown me that she can easily score 95% going by these priorities.
ये न्यूज कंटेंट देखने के
Now,
लिए शुक्रिया।
in the class
अगर आपका कोई सुझाव है तो हमें कमेंट कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए AGT Live 24/7।
Thanks for watching AGT Live 24/7.